Kia ora, Bob here. We're back at Summerfield Street, Ngā Whare Pārara, our climate positive superhomes. So House A, they're starting to set up the piled floor here, and that's a suspended timber floor, which is the biggest difference between House A and B, C and D, which have concrete slabs. So even though they're concrete, we're still using the low carbon concrete, which has fly ash as an additive to replace some of the cement content in the concrete, which is the highest carbon contributor. And so even the homes with concrete slabs, they're near zero, and this front house is better than zero, so it's actually carbon negative. So we thought that was a bit negative, so we decided we'll call it climate positive. So it's a climate positive home, and we think it's likely it's the first one in New Zealand. So it's definitely the first climate positive super home, but it could be the first climate positive home, full stop. A lot of little things contribute to that, and so we're just really interested in sharing the ideas and letting people know what we've done, and that it's actually not too hard and it can be done, so we should all be doing this. One of the biggest carbon contributors is the structural steel, so we eliminated all structural steel by having glue laminated beams and portals, and the walls are structural insulated panels. Eco panel, which is a prefabricated wall system, very strong in earthquakes. So, and also the portals provide really good strength and resilience in case there's an earthquake, or even with high wind. We've got increasing extreme storm events with climate change, and wind is actually quite a heavy bracing load, or high bracing load. So the next things are the actual materials in the build, so using more low carbon, recyclable natural materials, so a lot of timber, and the both the timber claddings in these homes can just be recycled and mulched up and put on the garden, so that's really good. There's no chemicals in the timber. And then just things like high performance windows. So behind me here in this crate are all the windows for this house. So the walls, the floors, everything's been prefabricated, so this will go together quite quickly, and the windows are already here. So we don't wait and pre-measure for windows and then order windows. We just trust the builder's going to have the holes the right size for the windows and order the windows in advance. It's much more accurate, much more high quality doing prefabrication this way. Other than that, the high performance windows are much better performing than aluminium, more airtight, as well as lower carbon in themselves. They're actually a lot less operational carbon because they're 3 times the performance. So less energy required means less of the operational carbon. So with an airtight house, so the windows are really airtight, the walls are airtight too. Well, the whole house, the whole envelope's airtight, so that means it's more energy efficient, so there's less leakage. Lots of little things combine to create a high performance, climate positive and low carbon home. There's been a lot of talk in the industry about carbon and embodied carbon versus operational carbon and measuring carbon. There's been less talk about the interventions and the design innovations that are actually good at reducing the carbon. So this is what we're trying to show with this project here, Ngā Whare Pārara, and 4 townhouses that are climate positive, we're saying now. We started talking about it as carbon zero, and then when we calculated the carbon with the help of Nezo app, and we actually worked out that we're carbon negative. There's 5 to 7 times the amount of carbon in a standard build that is required to meet global targets. in terms of the Paris Agreement and climate change. But this house here, we've actually got negative 7,000 kilograms of carbon. So that equates to 4 trips around the world in a Toyota Hilux, 50,000 flat white coffees, 1,600 200 gram beef steaks, and planting 65 native trees. Only 65 trees, so trees are pretty good. We need to do much better in terms of carbon, and this project actually shows it's actually not that hard. And even our homes that have concrete slabs here, concrete's the biggest contributor to the carbon by far, the embodied carbon. Even the homes with slabs, we're close to zero. Just by more thoughtful design and including carbon as a criteria in every design decision we make.